Hello friends, today we discussed about the very important point of our fourth unit is that is the interplanar spacing for cubic system and Bragg's law. So as we know that our last lecture we already discussed about the lattice planes, then Miller indices, what are the rules for finding the Miller indices, etc. So the question is, what is meant by interplanar spacing? So interplanar spacing is nothing but the distance between two successive lattice planes in a given crystal. Suppose these are the lattice points, okay, and these are the lattice planes. So as we know that the crystal is made up of a large number of equidistant parallel planes or a large number of set of equidistant parallel planes which are passing through the lattice points. These are known as the lattice planes. So the distance between two successive lattice planes is known as interplanar spacing, or the distance between two successive lattice planes is in a given crystal is known as interplanar spacing. Okay, now consider consider a cubic unit cell having lattice constant A. Lattice constant is nothing but the side length of the unit cell is known as lattice constant. So consider a cubic unit cell having lattice constant A. Consider the plane ABC. Consider plane ABC of a crystal having intercepts OA, OB and OC. Okay, let ON is the normal passing through the planes ABC. Let theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3 is the axial angles. So ON is perpendicular to the plane ABC, and ON is nothing but the distance between the origin O and the first plane ABC or the plane ABC. Okay, so the ON is nothing but the DHKL, because DHKL is the interplanar spacing. Okay, DHKL is the interplanar spacing and HKL are the corresponding Miller indices. Okay, so the distance between ON is equal to DHKL, because DHKL is the interplanar spacing. Okay, so from this figure we see that OA is equal to, or the first intercept along x-axis is OA is equal to A upon H. Okay, A is the lattice constant and H is the intercept or the corresponding Miller indices H. Okay, so OA is equal to A upon H. Similarly, OB is equal to B upon K, and OC is equal to C upon L. Okay, so for first direction, so this is, suppose this is the first direction, this is the second direction and this is the third direction. So for first direction, suppose this is the point O, A and N. Okay, so I here write about O, A and N. Okay, so the angle between or the axial angle of this first direction is suppose theta 1. So cos square theta 1 is equal to ON square upon OA square. Okay, ON square upon OA square. So ON square as it is, and OA is equal to A upon H. So A upon H bracket square. But we know that ON is equal to DHKL. Therefore ON square is equal to D square HKL into H square upon A square. Okay, H square upon A square. Similarly for second direction, this is the theta 2 is the axial angle of second direction. Okay, so cos square theta 2 is equal to N square upon OB square. We know that OB is equal to B upon K, so put this value B upon K in this here. Okay, therefore ON is equal to D square HKL upon K square upon B square. And similarly for third direction, cos square theta 3 is equal to D square HKL is equal to L square upon C square. Okay, suppose this is equation number 1, 2 and 3. Now we know that cos square theta 1 plus cos square theta 2 plus cos square theta 3 is equal to 1. Okay, now put equation number 1, 2, 3 in this equation. So we get D square HKL into H square upon A square plus D square HKL into K square upon B square plus D square HKL into L square upon C square, which is equal to 1. Okay, take d square HKL is common. Okay, now remaining term in bracket is h square upon a square, k square upon b square, and l square upon c square is equal to 1, or 1 upon d square HKL is equal to h square a square, b k square upon b square plus l square upon c square. Okay, so this equation or this formula is used to finding the distance between two parallel planes for orthorhombic crystal system. Okay, for orthorhombic crystal system, as we know that for cubic crystal system A is equal to B is equal to C, therefore 1 upon d square HKL 1 upon d square HKL is equal to h square k square plus l square divided by a square, because a is equal to b is equal to c. Okay, a square. So d square HKL is equal to a upon h square plus k square plus l square. So d HKL is equal to a upon square root of h square k square plus l square. Okay, so this is the required formula for finding the distance between two successive planes in cubic crystal system. Okay, d HKL is equal to a upon square root of h square k square plus h square. This is the interplanar spacing for cubic system. Now our next point is Bragg's law. Bragg's law. Okay, let us consider a set of parallel lattice planes. Okay, these are the set of parallel planes of a crystal, and these planes are separated by a distance d. So d is the interplanar spacing between two planes. Let a narrow monochromatic beam of X-ray of wavelength lambda is incident on these planes at an glancing angle theta. Suppose theta is the glancing angle. Okay, let narrow monochromatic beam of X-ray of wavelength lambda is incident on these planes of an glancing angle theta. Consider the first ray AB reflected from atom B. Okay, this first ray AB is reflected from atom B and goes to the direction BC. Similarly, second ray DE is reflected from atom E and goes to the direction EF. Okay, now draw the two perpendiculars BG and BH on DE and EF. Draw the two perpendiculars BG and BH on DE and EF. Okay, so this is the 90-degree angle, this is the 90-degree angle. Okay, so the path difference between rays is, so the effective path difference between these two rays is GE plus EH. So this is the path difference between these two rays. Okay, incident and reflected ray. So the condition for constructive interference to take place if the path difference is equal to n lambda. This is the condition for constructive path difference. Okay, path difference is equal to n lambda, but path difference is equal to GE plus EH. Suppose this is equation number 1. So the PD is the path difference is equal to GE plus EH, and GE plus EH is equal to n lambda. Okay, GE plus EH is equal to n lambda, because path difference is equal to n lambda. Therefore, GE plus EH is equal to n lambda. Suppose this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So from this figure, GE is equal to EH. Okay, GE is equal to EH. Therefore, also sin theta. Okay, sin theta is equal to GE plus BE. Sin theta is equal to GE upon BE. So sin theta is equal to G upon BE, or sin theta is equal to G as it is, and BE is nothing but the D, because D is the interplane spacing. So BE is equal to D. Okay, so sin theta is equal to G upon D, or G is equal to D sin theta. Hence EH, if G is equal to D sin theta, then EH is also equal to D sin theta. Okay, so EH is equal to D sin theta and G is equal to D sin theta. So equation number 2 becomes, so D sin theta plus D sin theta is equal to n lambda, or 2D sin theta is equal to n lambda, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, where n is the order. So 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. This is the Bragg's equation. Okay, this is the Bragg's equation. So this point is asked for 4 marks. Asked for 4 marks. Okay. Thank you.